If you're going to initiate war, you need Congress. The president not only did not come to Congress to seek a debate or vote, he acted without even notification to the vast majority of us. This is an illegal war.
So that was Democratic Senator Tim Kaine on our show last week. The war powers resolutions he backed failed in the Senate this week, as did a similar measure in the House. Joining me now to discuss, constitutional law expert Professor Jonathan Turley. He's got a brand new book out, Rage and the Republic, the unfinished story of the American Revolution. Always good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Congrats on the new book,
Thanks.
and we will get to that. But I want to start with the War Powers Act. And listen, you have a very personal round of experience with this. I talked with Senator Warner this morning about Libya, so give us some background on that.
Well, you know, the position of senior Democrats is not just hypocritical, it's now incomprehensible. You have people like Pelosi, Blumenthal, who are expressing revulsion that there was not prior consultation authorization. These are the same people that said that President Obama did not require that authorization for an 8-month war where he attacked the capital city of a foreign country without any imminent threat in an open effort to have regime change. And they green-lighted that and said, you don't have to come to us. And so it's bizarre for them now to say, well, but this is a War Powers Act violation. Trump is in compliance with that act. Look, presidents since Jefferson have been boxing in Congresses over their ability to start wars. I mean, they have a right to initiate combat operations. That's been accepted since the beginning of the Republic. Once you're in those operations, it's very hard to get that cat to walk backwards. But these members are in direct contradiction to their prior positions.
Well, so a spokesperson for former Speaker Nancy Pelosi says there is an absolute distinction between the limited military operations in Libya and the broad escalating war with Iran initiated by President Trump. They're calling it a war of choice.
Right. That, I got to tell you, that dog won't hunt. I represented members challenging the Libyan war. We lost that case. And the fact is, courts have deferred to presidents and to Congresses in the use of their respective authorities here. But to say that Libya was in any way a limited war is perfectly bizarre. I mean, we took out columns of military units. We attacked the capital city. We made it clear that we wanted regime change. What's limited about that? It went on for 8 months and billions of dollars.
All right, I want to talk about your new book and how this all kind of factors in, because you say it's a look at the fact that we're such a unique democracy or republic, the way that America came together. But you also ask questions about whether we survive moving forward. How does the current events, stew, factor into the discussion you have in the book?
Well, Rage in the Republic is really a book about revolutions. It looks at the American Revolution, the French Revolution, and asks why one became the world's oldest democracy and the other became a bloodletting, the terror, and what we could learn from that. And the question is, can this republic survive the 21st century? Can it survive us? I think it can. I think it can thrive. But we have to understand what brought us to this point. What was the distinction between those two revolutions? And we've lost that. The real crisis today is a crisis of faith. It's people who want to scrap the Constitution on its 250th anniversary of our independence. It's people who want to pack the Supreme Court. We have to address that, because we're facing everything from AI to robotics to global governance systems that are real existential threats. We're going to need to remember who we were then and who we are now.
Well, and quickly, let me ask you, because, listen, with the current president of the White House, his critics will say he's the one that's harming the Constitution.
Well, that's a very interesting issue because, both of us have been covering Trump in both terms. He has complied with federal courts. He has complained about it. He has attacked judges, but he has complied, as did his predecessors. We're not in a constitutional crisis here. That's why this is really a crisis of faith. We're going to need more than ever those elements that made us unique and made this republic the first Enlightenment revolution.
Well, congratulations on the book.
Thank
and a read that we should all invest some time in. Professor, always great to see you.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.